Divorce is tough. It hurts. It's one of the most difficult things that you will ever face in life. You see, I know. I had been married for about 13 years when my wife told me that she wanted a divorce as we were packing to go to Hawaii. Now, paradise doesn't seem much like paradise when you're faced with the prospect of an upcoming divorce. Now, I suffered in silence for many months after that, only telling my pastor and close family what was going on. And the sad thing is that most of the advice I received as I was going through that was just wrong. And if you're going through it too, most of the advice that you're receiving is just wrong. It's so wrong that it often does more harm than good. And if you don't believe me, just look at how people fare after going through a divorce. They suffer from broken relationships. They have financial difficulties, maybe even ending in bankruptcy. They are faced with sadness and depression, and it often leads to drug and alcohol abuse. They try to drown their sorrows with things that just will not help. People either refuse to ever consider dating again, and that ends up with them becoming angry and bitter, or they jump right back into the dating scene way too soon, and they remarry way too soon. The divorce rate for second marriages is around 60%, and it keeps climbing as you go beyond that. Third and fourth marriages are even higher. How we're dealing with divorce as a society is just not working. Fortunately, I got involved with a divorce care group at my church, and it gave me hope. It gave me hope that there would be a brighter tomorrow. It gave me hope that I could heal. Hope that I wasn't going to feel the way I was feeling for the rest of my life. Now, I'm G.D. Lonecker, and I'm an author, a speaker, a divorce recovery coach, and I host the weekly Surviving Divorce podcast. I've helped men and women of all ages, those just starting the divorce process to those who've been divorced for many years, people who've been married for a year or two to people who've been married for 30 plus years. I've helped people do it right. I help people have rich and fulfilling relationships and rich and fulfilling lives after their divorce. I help people come through the divorce and end up better than they were before. Now I want to give you hope. I want to give you hope of a brighter tomorrow. I want to give you hope of coming through this a better person. If you take the time to do it right, you will have a better quality of life. You can get over the anger and bitterness. You can learn to forgive those who have hurt you. You can even learn to forgive your ex. You can be happier, and you can learn to let go of the past and move on. But it's not easy. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the emotions that you're feeling after a divorce and how those emotions are normal. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I trust it's been helpful. You're going to receive the next video in a few days. Until then, leave a comment below and let me know what you're struggling with. Let me know how you need help. I'm going to read every one of those comments and I'll respond to them, and we can start a conversation. Until then, this is G.D. Lonecker.